And actually, this story's may be making news today. If you're a mountain biker from the Forest of Dean, listen up, because this is the latest stage of a hashtag Love Your Forest is being launched. It's all to do with an environmental charity which has teamed up with the World Mountain Biking Champion to get litter cleared from popular bike trails. I think we'll all agree that's what we would want, isn't it? It's costing thousands of pounds a year to deal with it all and clean it all up. Director and co-founder of environmental charity Hubbub, Gavin Ellis, has been chatting to me and has told me much more about it all.
This week, we're launching the latest phase of the Love Your Forest campaign. So it's a campaign we've been running for a number of years to basically tackle litter in the Forest of Dean and to try to reduce litter in the Forest of Dean. And this latest phase is aimed specifically at the mountain biking community. We've got launched various different activities to hopefully engage mountain bikers and show the simple ways in which they can reduce their impact on littering in the forest.
Yeah. I know quite a few people who ride mountain bikes, and I mean, on the whole, people who, cycle for leisure are generally responsible. I'm quite surprised in a way that an awful lot of litter does get dropped.
Definitely true that I think the vast majority of mountain bikers are really respectful of nature, and indeed that's why they're there, to enjoy the forest. I think there is a minority that we've seen do cause litter, and it's things like energy bars and energy drinks, that kind of thing that gets littered. So it's certainly not suggesting that all mountain bikers do it, but what we've been doing over the last few years is looking at all the different people, the different audiences, the different type of people who use and enjoy the forest, and where those different sort of sources of litter might come from. And this is the latest one that we're exploring is the mountain biking community.
Interesting. Okay, well, you've got an awful lot planned, and I know this is something the charity is really used to sort of promoting. How are you going to sort of encourage mountain bikers to be, I guess, a little bit more ethical when it comes to waste?
Yes, a few different things. So the first one is we've got the World Champion Mountain Biker Katy Curd involved. She's really generously supporting the campaign. And what she's going to be doing, she's going to be offering a coaching session to any bikers who enter into the Love Your Forest competition. Basically, what that entails is entrants need to take a photo of themselves with at least 3 pieces of litter that they've picked up from around the trails in the forest. And there's more details on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/loveyourforest. So yeah, Katy Curd's involved, which is fantastic with that competition. And then we've got things like a communal chalkboard, and riders can join professional bikers in signing a pledge for litter-free cycles. An art piece made by a local artist, which will go along the bike trail that's made out of litter. And we've got new signage as well, just to make it much more clear for people what they can do with their litter, how they can dispose of it responsibly, and then also giveaways of reusable items so that people don't necessarily have to use single-use items that might then go on to be littered.
Okay, there's an awful lot going on, but what you need is the buy-in from those mountain bikers. Do you hope you're going to get that? Well, obviously you do hope, but how are you going to make sure it happens?
Well, I think that's where somebody like Katy Curd comes in, and we've got other professional riders who are supporting the campaign. And I think also just some of it is around actually improving the signage around on the lead up to the trail, so that people know what they should be doing. Because I think it's only fair that we make it as easy as possible for people to do the right thing. So I think that's where we've been focusing a lot of the attention. But it's very much about showing that, almost to your point earlier, the majority of cyclists around the forest are really respectful. And I think by celebrating that, we hope to see that the vast majority will come on board.
Yeah, I'm just looking at some of the stats here that you sent me. Between 2019, 2020, Forestry England spent £60,000 on waste collection in the Forest of Dean. That's a heck of a lot of money that could be put towards environmental schemes and other stuff, rather than clearing out other people's waste.
Well, exactly, yeah. So 250 tonnes of rubbish is removed from the Forest of Dean each year. That costs local taxpayers £450,000 a year to clean up. So yeah, as you said, that that's a lot of money that could really be put to much better use elsewhere in the region.
All right. There's also a hashtag Love Your Forest competition, isn't there?
Yeah, that's right. So that's the one with Katy Curd. where we're encouraging mountain bikers using the forest to pick up 3 pieces of litter from the forest that they might spot when they're on their rides, and then take a photo of themselves and post it with that hashtag. And then, as we said, there's the prize of a coaching session with Katy.
All right, really, really good this. Let's hope they achieve their aims. That was director and co-founder of the environmental charity Hubbub, Gavin Ellis, talking to me a little bit earlier on about that hashtag Love Your Forest, joining forces with mountain biking community to clear litter from popular bike trails. It's true though, isn't it? If you're out and about and you're just on a chilled out Sunday afternoon and you're cycling along a path and suddenly, you come across a soft drinks bottle or a can or who knows what, and it just sort of ruins your afternoon, doesn't it? So let's just hope everybody gets on board with that one, and you can check out the hashtag. This is kind of the latest stage of the hashtag Love Your Forest, and maybe if you live in the forest, I'd love to hear from you and just let me know what's it actually like out there. Is it all being exaggerated? Do you not see much litter? Or, last time you went out, you ending up sort of picking up other people's litter? Let me know. Dominic.Cotter at bbc.co.uk, because as we heard there, it is costing a lot of money. It's costing something like £60,000 a year between 2019 and 2020. Forestry England spent £60,000 on waste collection in the Forest of Dean, and the local wildlife and environment are definitely paying a high price for the area's popularity.